Okay, here we have another solution video to our skills assignment for the Borda count method. One thing I want to point out in this particular set of problems that we have, notice that I've asked not who wins, at least in the first couple of questions, but asked what are the scores of a couple of the individuals. This way you can kind of practice the specifics of calculating a score for somebody. So in this first question, we're looking at Netflix, trying to see who's going to get a spin-off show. And we have these characters, Will, Lucas, Dustin, and Max. And we're trying to see how many points will Lucas receive using the Borda count method. So what's important here is that we're only looking at Lucas's score. And so let's go ahead and first assign those points. We do the lowest to the lowest choice. So here, let's do 1 point, then 2 points, 3 points, and finally 4 points. So it's kind of a reverse order thing, but these are the points that are going to go to each person based off of how many votes they got. We're only looking at Lucas. So for Lucas, in this first group of votes, there are 11 people that voted Lucas second. So that means he's going to get 11 times 3 points. So 11 times 3. The next group, 25 people voted Lucas first, so he's going to get 25 times 4. And then Lucas is third down here, so 17 people voted Lucas to get 2 points, so 17 times 2. And then 6 people voted Lucas third as well, so it's going to be 6 people times 2. And then finally, these last 7 people voted Lucas fourth, which means it's 7 times 1. So I'll go ahead and do my multiplication first and get a total here. So in total, Lucas has 186 points, and that's our answer for this first problem. So for our next one, we're only worried about how many points Dustin is going to receive. So let's go ahead and check out how many points we're going to give to each place first. 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, and 4 points, working from the bottom up. So we work up the page. And then we'll look at Dustin. So Dustin is going to get 11 people giving him 2 points each. 11 times 2. Plus 25 times 2, 25 people gave him those 2 points for him being in third. Dustin was last for 17 people, so that's 17 times 1. He was last for these 6 people, so that's 6 times 1. And then finally, for 7 people, Dustin is in second place, so 7 times 2. Let's get the arithmetic down here. And Dustin had a total of 109 points. So there's our answer for the score that we got for Dustin. So our third question actually asks us very specifically who's going to win using the Borda count method. Luckily, we did some work ahead of time with the previous 2 problems. We did Lucas's score. So we know Lucas scored 186 points. We know Dustin, he scored 109 points. So really, we just need to figure out how are Max and Will going to score in this this particular problem to finish it off. Okay, so again, doing the same thing here, we'll do 1 point, 2 points, 3 points, 4 points, moving up from the bottom up. And we'll look at first Will. So I'm going to go ahead and speed up the video here and get all this calculation done. Okay, so once we've finished Will's score, which ended up being 172, and Max's score, which ended up being 193, we now look at who would win, and the winner is Max with 193 total points. She had more than Lucas, Dustin, or Will, so this tells me that Max wins. So Max is going to get the spin-off show. Okay, let's take a look at the last few questions, which are pretty short, but kind of getting at some big picture concepts. So for the last 3 questions here, there's a little bit of review and also kind of big picture stuff. So first one, can you win the plurality method without winning a majority or more than half of all of the total votes? We saw last time that yes, you can. You can win the plurality method without winning all of the majority votes. And this was seen in one of the examples. The first example we did with the Kit Kat, Snickers, and M&Ms. So go ahead and if you kind of forgot this thing or didn't remember this particular little tidbit, go ahead and take a look back at the plurality method video. For our second question, on this page here, which voting method is most like the NBA MVP voting? Well, when I first introduced voting, remember the MVPs are voted off of, we're giving points to the different places, the different rankings that the media vote the players in. So that makes this more like the Borda count method. And finally, which voting method is most like America's Got Talent? At this point, we've seen plurality, elimination, and we've seen the Borda count. And so hopefully going back, you kind of recall that America's Got Talent, it's a popularity contest. It's the number of votes people are getting. In that case, it's probably more like most similar to the plurality method, although there is a little bit weird things because you get multiple votes. But for now, it's really more closer to the plurality method. And that's it for now. Okay, take care, everyone.